This is the second battle between the Prussian prince and Armenian king. This time using Lusitani versus Iceni, different armies this time. The Prussian prince has gone for 5 Scutari cavalry. He's gone for, let's see, 5 Lusitani nobles and 3 veteran shields. This is a massive Lusitani rush. Armenian king still brings his 3 levy freemen, 3 Briton slingers. He still brings 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cavalry. And he has chosen swords, heroics, chosen swords, heroics, chosen swords and chosens. Both generals being the strategist, which is the general you want to have in general, playing as the barbarian, so you can use headhunt, second wind, battle rhythm to increase the killiness of your units. But the same problem persists in this battle as in the previous one, namely the Prussian prince doesn't have any meat shield units, while Armenian king has his levy freemen, of course. And these slingers, these Briton slingers, are very dangerous against the lightly armored Lusitani swords. So once again, if the Prussian prince gets his charges uninterrupted, then these swords of Iceni are going to struggle. But the Iceni, the veteran riders will do more damage to the Lusitani infantry on the charge than the Scutari cavalry will do to the chosen sword bands on the charge. That is a problem. And of course the veteran riders will do a decent job against Scutari cavalry, but one-on-one the Scutari cavalry have a 15 bonus versus large, and that helps. That definitely helps. Now the Briton slingers are going to be able to rain death upon these Lusitani units somewhat uninterrupted. The Prussian prince sending 1 cavalry unit over here, moving towards the flank of Armenian king. But the range on these slingers should mean that they should be able to do some damage early on here. Getting a volley off, running away. The Scutari cavalry comes in to chase them. But yeah, they're pushing back, which is the smart thing to do, because these levy freemen are ready with their precursors. Armenian king pushing up his cavalry, and now the Briton slingers might be able to fire here at the Scutari cavalry. I don't see any kills on these guys yet. 1 kill here. The Prussian prince is doing a good job moving away, and he's starting to sort of surround Armenian king here. But the levy freeman could get a great volley off on the Lusitani noble general. That could do a lot of damage to him. Precursors devastating against the Lusitani. Pulling back now the Armenian king, but the Prussian prince has to move a lot more than the Armenian king has, because Armenian king is just responding to what the Prussian prince is doing. So here we have levy freemen running towards the side, and let's see the precursors. It looks like, nope, it was an air throw. They didn't actually throw their precursors, which was weird. They really should have thrown their precursors there, because now they're just going to get wrecked. Over here as well, they didn't throw their precursors, so that is massive for the Prussian prince, managing to remove 2 levy freemen for free. Amazing. But here come these levy freemen through. They missed. Nice bait by Prussian prince. Scutari cavalry getting hit by veteran riders. Veteran riders winning decisively on the charge against the Scutari cavalry. Over here we have veteran riders tying down 2 units. Let's see how quick the Armenian king is with his infantry support here. Getting some veteran riders into these Lusitani nobles, stopping their charge. But Armenian king he doesn't want to engage yet, it seems. He wants to pull out his cavalry, go for another charge possibly. Pulling away from the Prussian prince. And losing those 2 levy freemen, that was devastating, and nicely done by the Prussian prince. And once again, I think these levy freemen have thrown 1 volley, judging by their kills. The Lusitani nobles sort of get hit by cavalry. The charge gets interrupted somewhat, but it wasn't a great charge, charging through the units here. A very chaotic engagement. The Levy Freemen are actually getting some kills here, but they are about to get wrecked themselves. This Skutari cavalry unit is baiting precursors, something fierce. These heroic nobles causing friendly fire. Chosen sword bands being sent up here to stop the advance of Lusitani. But the general, wow, the general of Armenian King is in this fight basically alone, and he could get flanked by all of these Lusitani swords. These units of Armenian King are getting surrounded, although they are in shield wall. The Lusitani nobles are doing a good job against them. Javelins on the Lusitani nobles, Levy Freemen charging in to stop them, managing to get a nice rear charge there. The Prussian Prince is moving in aggressively, and he's going to win everywhere here. And if he manages to kill these heroic nobles, they are losing decisively. That could be massive. Trying to stop these two units of Skutari. The Skutari will win, getting the Skutari into the slingers of Armenian King. Very nicely done by the Prussian Prince. If he doesn't get wrecked by precursors, it doesn't seem like he will. So these Skutari cavalry are just charging down the entire battlefield, closing in on 100 kills here, and he still has 3 units of Skutari cavalry to go for strategic points, like these chosen swords wavering now, getting hit in the rear, this unit losing decisively. If the Prussian Prince keeps doing this with his cavalry, he's just going to start chain routing the entire army of Armenian King. Very nicely done. Now the heroic nobles have stabilized. They could get hit by Skutari cavalry in the rear. Let's see if that happens. The Skutari cavalry of the Prussian Prince is being used very well here to chase the Armenian King all across the battlefield. The heroic nobles get hit by a rear charge here. Not a lot of damage done. A few casualties. These chosen swords get hit in the rear again by the Skutari cavalry. Skutari cavalry get into the Briton slingers. Just Skutari cavalry charging everywhere. Now this heroic noble general is in a tough spot, so Armenian is going to send some chosen swords in. But this is massive. The heroic nobles of Armenian King are wavering. And if the Prussian Prince keeps this up, this is GG. Very nicely done by the Prussian Prince. Being very aggressive, using his cavalry well, and Armenian King sending out his general like that was just a gift to the Prussian Prince. So, Armenian concedes, I guess. The Prussian Prince does a good job. His Lusitani nobles perform admirably. Some of his Skutari cavalry does a good job. But in this engagement, I mean, he gets twice the amount of kills that Armenian King gets in this battle. The Prussian Prince rushes, but pulling back those Levy Freemen and not throwing the precursors with them, not having the infantry support close enough, that turned out to be the downfall of Armenian King. But on the other hand, in a straight up fight, these 5 Lusitani nobles and 3 veteran shields will defeat the sword line of Iceni. In a straight up fight, these Skutari cavalry might defeat the veteran riders of Iceni. So the difference here is being made in the Levy Freemen and in the Briton slingers. But they weren't able to contribute in the way they were supposed to. So nicely done by the Prussian Prince in turning that round. Let's see how things develop in game number 3. Strength and honor.